always say that.
They
And then we
say
end up
that.
like staring off into
And they're
space and like
liars.
someone's picking their nose and then it's like,
Do we have everything I think we need? You're lying. They're just liars.
Good morning. It's the Todd and Erin Morning.
Is it time?
Here on GetFartDaily.com. How
Okay.
are you? It's Monday,
Hi.
and we've got 4 days of rain and then 1 day of snow. 4 days of rain, 1 day of snow.
One of the
I
good-
am so sorry. It's almost May. It seems very unfair.
Well, perhaps we should go out and check the morning mountain cam to see if that weather's happening. Let's go.
Well, it looks very pastoral and serene. Is that wet? I can't even tell if it's raining though. I
No,
don't
it's
think
not
it is.
raining yet.
It's just grim and dark. That's great.
See the branch in the right-hand corner? Mm-hmm. Well, we're going to start doing celebrity shots because the magpies are building a nest on the left side that you can't see yet.
Really?
So
I
we're
did
going to
not know
start the
that.
magpie cam. That will be exciting.
You are just full of it today. Okay, this is so cool. Utah Jazz caught up with the Clippers in our playoff series. This was amazing. 105 to 98, as usual. Everything's in the last few minutes when we all have our hearts up in our throats and we're all about ready to have some sort of, coronary embolism. But on the bright side, though, Joe Johnson totally rocked this. He scored 28 points all by himself and more or less carried them to victory. So, yes, yeah, Clippers, I'm sorry, but now we're evened out. So there.
So for all the sportscasters watching, this is a new move.
Well, it is. I think
Carry
it
them to victory.
Well, I feel like it expresses adequately what we're trying to express here.
It's perfect. It's a nice job. You know why?
It carried them to victory.
Do you know why I know it is spring?
Tell me why.
Because yesterday I was down with a friend. We were working on his RV, which is a piece of... And so we're sitting there, and we're on the roof, working away, and this car pulls up kind of fast, and it stops. It's gravel, so it's kind of like a... kind of stop. You're
Kind
like...
of stylish, like
We're like,
boom.
"Whoa, what's up?" And so the car backs up, and they hitch up this big covered trailer. And husband and wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, I don't know, but they get out, and they're walking around, and kind of in a hurry, and he backs up to this thing, he does the hitch, and he pulls the thing out about 15 feet. Then the car turns off, and they get out of the car, and they go around the back, and see this big gate come down. So we start working again, and we're just working and stuff, and all of a sudden, we look over, and he's rolling his motorcycle out for the first time in spring.
Ooh, that's a moment. That's a big moment.
And you can tell that it's a big moment, and he hasn't seen it in a while. And he was just like...
Just fell in it, hugged it like a brother?
Yeah, and he
Good.
was just rolling it down the ramp, and then he brought it up in front of the car. His girlfriend's looking, going, "Oh, that's really nice."
Look, it's your
And then
motorcycle.
he gets it ready, and then he starts it, and it starts right up. And he's sitting on it at this point.
Now, I know for men, the fact that something starts instantly is like this huge source of pride.
Oh.
Whether it's your weed whacker or your lawnmower, or in this particular case,
Right.
it is the motorcycle.
So the next thing that happened proved that it was spring, is that he was sitting on the bike, and it started. He revved it a couple times. And then he put it over on his kickstand, and he's still running. He walked over and embraced his woman
Oh,
and pinned her against the trailer in the most romantic fashion.
that's like a movie moment. That's so cool.
And then he left. He got back on the bike.
to get on the bike with her.
Bye, hon. Thanks
You're
for
driving
that.
the car home,
It
baby.
was a passionate spring moment. Anyway, I just thought that was funny. All right, so
I think that really is cool, though. I've got to be honest. That's amazing.
you want to talk more sports?
Oh, we're talking tennis now. Why?
We can talk tennis. And
That was a good move. I thought it really
it
clearly
is.
exemplified what we meant.
you're going to see people steal that.
I'm sure.
Because it's so good. Fort Lauderdale in Florida, there's a tennis match going on.
There's a lot of tennis
Then
there.
they're playing the tennis game, and it's a smaller match. And, the stands have a lot of people in them and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how quiet it is. The only quieter sport is golf. When you get to talk like this, Joe Benson doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He's up on the tee. We have no idea. We don't even know who this guy is. Like that. Tennis doesn't have any commentary, really. It's just like...
It's more like, well done.
The guy's getting ready to serve, and he suddenly hears this woman crying out. Not in the arena.
Uh-huh.
He hearkens, and this woman yells out again.
Oh, no.
Yes, yelling
What, is
someone.
somebody getting mugged in the parking lot, or what?
Somebody yelling out someone's name, really loudly, and often. And the crowd.
How could you hear it that clearly?
Yeah, well, the crowd's like, they start laughing, and he's like, "Well, I can't serve."
I really can't concentrate at
Right.
this particular moment,
And
yeah.
then they did some crowd shots, and I think just as fun, a mother was covering her son's ears. So he takes the ball and he
I
throws
totally
it up,
would.
and he just hits as hard as he can towards the direction of that. But they actually had to wait
Stop the tennis match for...
5 minutes, but they played music.
Did we ever find out who was and why it carried so well?
I don't know, but his name is Bob.
Oh, well, that's good to know. Congratulations, Bob. We're so happy for you. That is so supremely uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's he was just done
That's
with
the
it.
expression.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Will
That's
it-
hysterical.
Would it please stop?
I
So
can't even
anyway,
imagine. I would have to kill myself. I'm sorry. If that were me, I wouldn't even attempt to try to recover from that. I'm like, I'm going to just
Bob's-
lay down in the middle of I-15 and get this over with.
Bob's probably feeling pretty good about himself.
I can only imagine.
I wanted to talk about, and you're going to hate this.
Why?
Because you're just
Well,
going to
we're talking about the time. We're talking about the rants that just drive you nuts.
Uh-huh.
And how people will start getting into them. And I'm sure you've seen them. They do it on Facebook Live, or maybe they've done a video of them in the car. And,
Drives me crazy.
And so they're talking about everything that's wrong in their lives, and this is somebody's fault, and then somebody did this, and you're my friend, so I know you're going to listen all through this because then somebody else did this thing, and my life is horrible, and then I had this goiter.
Shh.
And they want you to hear the
Don't.
whole rant.
And they expect you to. And the problem is, it becomes like a TED Talk that you're forced to watch, and it's just. So I came up with that, and if you're gonna do this and you're gonna tape it, there's a button on your camera and it says time lapse, and if you did that, your rant would look something like this.
I can see your rage and your grief.
Yeah, right.
It's quite clear.
And then, you always lean forward, make that thing, and then yeah, see. By the way, that
Waving of the paws.
took like 15
1, 2,
minutes.
3, 4.
I was crying. See, I
Wiping
was
my
crying.
eyes. It's so sad.
So do that, and it's funny. It'd be better with the entire car doing it, leaning over the seats.
We're all gesticulating
And
madly.
there's a fight going on. That's your next video assignment. Time lapse a fight in your car,
We'd like to see the rant.
or just a family
In a
trip.
time lapse.
It's the same thing.
Traditionally, yes, at least in my
This
family.
is the thing you're gonna hate.
Driver's license photos. I
went
hate driver's license
into
photos,
your
period.
purse yesterday. Went into your purse,
Why?
and I took your wallet out, and I took your the driver's license. And before we do that, the reason I'm saying this is because in Cranston, Rhode Island, you're no longer allowed to smile for your license photo.
Why would that be a problem if you smile? They're all hideous anyway. You think a smile would have maybe perhaps a small improvement?
Which is better, your Costco card photo or your license?
The Costco card photo is so deeply obscured that there's no real effort.
This is true.
I wore one wearing a ponytail and a baseball cap, and I looked like the Unabomber, and they
you
still
can't,
didn't care.
You can't do that. You
No
can't do
caps.
that in Rhode Island. You can't wear glasses either because of face recognition.
Now explain this.
Well, the computer can look at your face. It measures angles that your face has.
Yeah,
and it can track you in crowds, just like in the scary movies.
It really is amazing.
It's really amazing, like that.
Yeah.
Scary. Well,
Yeah.
look. Here's one of ours license photos. Yeah. So
Oh, thanks. Thanks for using mine. Thank you so much for using my personally hideous picture. Because that couldn't be more unattractive.
This will make you feel better. Here's mine.
Oh my good
Yeah,
Lord, that's just
right.
disgusting. No, yours isn't bad. You
No.
look like you're kind of like have the malaise going on, but you don't
I look
bad.
like I'm drunk.
Well, that's traditional, honey.
If I got pulled over for a DUI, they'd look at this picture and go, "Yeah, you're fine. Go."
It's no, I think you look kind of cute actually.
I had
But
more
the point
hair.
is that you're not allowed to smile at all.
And glasses or anything, so they can track you in a crowd. They can actually do that. You know, you see Mission Impossible, whatever, a crowded street scene with a security cam on it. Mm-hmm. And they can pick out your face and tell you who it is. If they aim it at you, they can tell you, if you've been registered, who it is.
Wow.
Really? Right?
Impressive.
Terribly frightening.
Kind of
Terribly
scary.
frightening.
I don't know. I think it's kind of cool, but I can understand why, you
Right.
maybe not want to have that option available to you. All right, let's go to news and get our daily newsroom. Daisy's got some amazing stuff today. It's brought to you, first of all, by Columbus Travel. Columbus Travel having their huge April sale. This is the month you've totally got to go because you can save hundreds off your vacations. Just go to columbusvacations.com for more information. Executive Transportation, our dear friend March will take you to the airport or out on a special night on the town with equal elegance and style. Just go to executiveutah.com if you'd like to book a ride. outside. And then, of course, All Utah Plumbing, Heating, and Air. This is totally the time you want to make sure that your air conditioning and your sprinklers are working, right? So why don't you have them do a checkup for you? AllUtahPlumbing.com. Daisy, what's going on?
Hello everyone, here's what's making news on GebhardtDaily.com. Tragedy in Tanner Park Sunday where a 58-year-old woman drowned after saving her dogs from the fast-moving waters of Parley's Creek. Police say the woman was walking her dogs with her husband about 6 p.m. when the pets went into the water. The woman jumped in and pulled the dogs to safety, but she was swept downstream. A Good Samaritan pulled the woman from the freezing water, but she didn't survive. Her name is being withheld pending notification of family members. A 45-year-old man is in custody after firing a pistol near West Valley City strip mall Sunday. Police say the man had been acting erratically and shouting threats at passers-by prior to the gunplay. No one was injured in the shooting, and the suspect was arrested without incident. Police investigators are trying to determine the cause of a series of fights involving hundreds of partygoers at a private Salt Lake City event center early Sunday morning. Eyewitnesses tell Gebhardt Daily a couple of thousand people were partying at the River Bend Sports Complex and Event Center about 12:15 a.m. when the fights broke out. 24 police units responded to the scene and quickly brought the situation under control. Fortunately, most of the injuries were limited to bloody noses and fat lips. The police investigation continues. And now a quick look at your forecast. Monday we'll see a return of showers and slightly cooler temperatures. Highs today and the remainder of the week will be in the mid to low 50s. That's it for now. More headlines 24/7 on GebhardtDaily.com.
Okay, Columbus Travel, I just warned you they were having their big April sale, but if you go to columbusvacations.com, you can not only take a look at some of the packages they have to offer, you can also sign up for their email list. The reason why I like this sucker is because every week I get one email, but it tells me about all the travel deals for that week, because there's always these last-minute suckers that maybe a hotel will throw out, or a resort, or an airplane, an airline. So if you go there and you're like, oh my God, I totally wanted to do that, you can jump on it, you've got the deal. But during April, this is when they do their very best packages. And to be honest, you can do all of this online if you want to. But with columbusvacations.com, they do it all for you, and you end up saving on an average about $450
all right, so
on your
take
trip.
us. That's the message.
That seems fair.
Invite us to go along,
We'd love
and it'll
to.
be great. There's been so much stuff. Did you see all the stuff going on this weekend?
Well, Earth Day was really cool because they thought this was the time that they wanted to set this for a scientist march to the Capitol, because basically it's the March for Science in honor of the Earth, and they're trying to explain how important education and knowledge is.
Do you know that I participated in the first Earth Day celebration?
How so?
They said, let's invent something, and they said Earth Day would be great. So I was in elementary school, and what they did is they came with this big ball. This is before plastic, people.
All right.
It was canvas. It had some wire in it to make it stay round, and it had the world painted on it.
Oh, that's cool.
And they put it up on a hill, and they rolled it towards all of us, and it crushed us. It was heavy.
That was really seriously the thing?
And they were going, Earth Day, kids are dead.
Really?
Yeah.
That was the thing they chose?
Well, the Science March is to let everyone know that science matters, and here's what it looked like.
I am a biologist. I study trees. I love trees, and I want to know all I can about them.
I study sperm cell development using a small worm called C. elegans.
Kids for Science! Kids for Science!
This is a nationwide movement. We're out here just celebrating and defending science and scientific inquiry.
Good science, good policy!
Because I think science is something that belongs to everybody. It's been years and years of scientific research that has actually led us to the medicines, the technology, and understanding of our environment.
Science is a force that touches every part of our daily lives. It makes our lives better, and it allows us to have more fun. I mean, it's at the basis of almost everything we do.
So I'm so proud to be with you all today and stand with those who have spent hours, years, and lifetimes in search of knowledge and truth, and not for themselves, but for society.
Science is important because it allows us to do experiments, make observations, and come to understanding about how we can work with the world to help it suit us, and how we can work with the world to make it suit the Earth.
We need an active, informed citizen base, and coming to these kinds of things and being an activist isn't going above and beyond. This is our basic duty as members of this democracy, and I just highly encourage people to get involved. It's really a lot of fun, actually. So come out to the next march and rally and try to get involved contacting your local legislators.
See that? You know what I noticed is smart people are very well organized, and all their signs are spelled correctly.
Which is always a plus, I know. Always delightfully spelled. There's punctuation, grammar. It was cool, though, to see all the kids there.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the value of education and the value of what they're trying to talk to about the STEM project, you know, about science and arts and mathematics. This is all stuff that's becoming weakening, and the school system. And so when you see this level of kids who are actually invested in it,
especially
that gives me a lot
women,
of hope.
especially women with engineering and science, they've been working in this forever, and now your science doesn't exist.
I don't know if you knew
I
that
miss
or
it
not.
already.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Serious. All right,
Yeah.
tell me something good.
All right, this is pretty intense. So, once again, I would like to remind
Oh,
you
no.
that every time we start with a Tell Me Something Good, usually something terrible has happened.
Horrific.
And here's the
But
deal.
stay with us on this.
All right, here's the deal. Daniel Hernandez was really interested in politics and the concept of everything that it meant to us. And so he signed up to be a congressional candidate, got the gig, he's very excited, and he was a congressional candidate for Gabrielle Giffords. You remember her from Arizona?
Yes.
And so this was that terrible, terrible day when she was speaking to her constituency. There was a big open platform and lots of people, and she was going to talk to them about everything going on. And Daniel's job was basically to sign people in and say, do you have a question for the Congresswoman? Would you like me to write it down for you? And so
Oh, no, I just
then that
remembered.
horrible thing happened.
Yeah.
That terrible thing when he said, I heard popping sounds and someone yelled, gun. He said, there were people screaming and everybody was running towards me, and I stepped to the side, and then he said, I saw Miss Gifford all on her own lying down
Collapsed.
on the dais.
Right.
And he said, I had just barely had taken a CPR course and first aid course. And he said, everyone was running away from her, and I thought, they're leaving her alone. They're leaving her, she's all alone there. So he raced up and he said, I tried to be calm. He said, I didn't want my emotions to become part of the problem. And Gabrielle was lying on the sidewalk. There's blood streaming down her face from a bullet wound to her head.
Right.
Now, gently, he said, I lifted her to a sitting position against my shoulder so she wouldn't choke on her blood. And then with my hand, he had to reassemble parts of her skull
to hold her together.
Hold her together, and he sat there and held her, and she was still conscious.
Oh.
So he was talking to her the whole time, telling her, it's going to be okay.
There's a hero.
I'm looking after you, and you don't have to be scared.
Great, you made us cry.
And so 19 people fell victim to that man that day. 6 died. Giffords, she was gravely wounded, but she survived, and she said without hesitation that it was because of Daniel and what he did for her.
Right.
And so that kind of courage to me, that he just wanted to be a congressional intern, and he was all happy to be like, I'm an intern, this is great. And then to be able to change that kind of terrible day to something that actually, and it's everything we talk about, where you run towards danger instead of away from it. And he saved her life. That is the coolest thing.
It's just dusty in here, that's all.
I know.
Okay, would you stop?
We have
with
allergies.
Yeah,
It's just
gusts
allergies.
of allergies.
There's a lot of those. Okay.
All right, what am I doing?
We're going to be coming up in a minute. And Richard, our psychophotographer,
Muscles.
You have no idea the positions that Richard has put himself and us into, but he decided to go to FitCon over
Actually,
the weekend.
I can imagine, but we're not going to.
Yeah. We'll show you what happened next. Stay with us.
Merit Medical. Why work for fast food wages when you can start at Merit for a whole lot more? Merit Medical. Great products, great people, a great company. Learn more at merit.com/careers. The law offices of Robert J. DeBry and Associates, with offices in Salt Lake City, Sandy City, and St. George. Check them out at robertdebry.com.
The Todd and Erin Morning stream is actually available anytime at GephardtDaily.com. Just click on the Todd and Erin page.
One of the nerdiest states in the U.S. of A.
And we are proud of that.
We are very proud of that. A lot of different conventions
We
come
got
here.
Comic-Con, and we've got Wizard Fest, and we've got Sci-Con, and Paranormal Con, all the nerdy stuff.
Nerdville.
But did you know that there is another way to nerd out that I had not realized?
It was going on over the weekend.
It's like an endorphin
at the Salt Palace, and it's called FitCon. Check it out.
Start. Press. Come on. Rack it. There you go.
Lift is good.
I am all made of muscle.
I am
Every
made
part
of
of my body is made of muscle.
20,000 people here. 20,000 people,
Wow.
yeah. It's crazy. Oh, yeah, I can do that. Why?
Look how cute she is, though. She's so tough.
I think it's a guy.
No, that's a girl.
Okay.
So there's two ladies there. They're just
Oh,
beautifully.
right,
They just
okay.
have a beautiful musculature, and they're really 1,000 times more fit than I will ever be in my lifetime. Look at that, and that's going over her head.
Another show off.
Now the cool time.
Another.
This is what all the Parkers have to do, though, when they're trying to train to do all their running. Is they have to do this kind of stuff. So it's awesome.
20,000 people, which is pretty. Oh, look, see, now it's a competition.
See, I feel bad for the spotter right there because he's kind of got like that little muffin top going, and
Oh,
I would kill
right.
myself to be the muffin top in
Right.
that crowd.
Hey, we got a soundbite.
Okay.
I know. We're going.
We know.
All right. So basically, it's all about what they talk to. It's all about self-improvement, right?
I think
Okay.
a lot today, fitness has always evolved around comparing yourself to other people, but I think today it's all about just being the best you can be. You know, whether it's powerlifting, just being fit, athletic. You know, the most important thing about fitness and bringing people together for this is promote a healthy lifestyle and improving your better self. So, you know, mentally, physically, spiritually, you know, just being the best you can be, I think.
Okay, I have the
Yeah.
worst girl envy now for her biceps that I can't even stand it.
Wow.
And it isn't surprising that Richard spent an inordinate amount of time focusing on the fit young ladies at the FitCon. Thank you, Richard, for your thoughtfulness.
By the
That's
way, no
amazing.
steroids were hurt during the making of this tape.
I think that's important.
I was,
Look
you know,
at him! Oh my God!
right?
That
You
was
know what-
amazing.
You know what I was worried about? I was worried about it was going to be one of those mutant guy
No, but it was
muscle
just
posers.
like fun people who were like incredibly fit. That was cool.
Yeah, that's because I was scared it's going to be oiled people walking around with muscles that shouldn't be there.
All right, now I'm going to talk about something that's probably going to make you incredibly depressed because we literally have 4 days of rain coming up and then a day of snow. Because thank you, Mother Nature, you're a horrible human being. It's Columbus Travel. Now, I want you to think about this. They have the most amazing vacation packages ever. And we had Larry Gelwick's The Getaway Guru in studio, and he's going to taunt you cruelly with some of those options.
It's not often that we can actually trap Larry Gelwick, who of course is the getaway guru for Columbus Travel, in the studio. So when he's here, we got to pick his brain for all the good stuff.
You've got me captive.
So a lot of people want to do the cruise, and they're going to call you to do it. But
Right.
everybody wants your opinion on this. You've cruised so many times. And so if you could run down a list of some of your favorites.
Like, for instance, if you always question, do you want the experience? Are you cruising for the experience or the destination?
Exactly. That's a very important question you bring up, Erin. Is both are important, but is my primary purpose or objective to see a destination or just have an experience? I'll give you an example of both. I want to see Alaska.
Okay.
I'm not going to cruise Mexico. Duh.
That's right.
I want to see the islands of the South Pacific or the Mediterranean. Well, my wife and I are celebrating our 40th anniversary shortly.
That's so
Congratulations.
romantic.
And I just wanted an experience. I didn't care where we went on the cruise.
Right.
We ended up going to the Eastern Caribbean. I wanted the experience. While the destination is important, but one of them is
Right.
more important.
Right.
Then you make that decision: is what type of cruise line? What is the demographics? What is the target audience?
Oh, that's right. I didn't think of that. They're all different. And so if you were just traveling, you and the person you love.
You want to know the target audience of a cruise line, who they cater to. Go to their website, go to their brochure, and look at the photographs.
All right, let's say that you're first-time cruisers
Yeah.
and maybe you're kind of on a budget. What are the good cruise lines for that? Kind of like the introductory.
I would probably go with Norwegian Cruise Line, Princess, or Royal Caribbean, booking it at Columbus Travel so you can get a bunch of free stuff with it. It's also, if you have any sensitivity to motion sickness, go to Alaska. Except for one day where when you're in coastal waters,
Right.
you're in the inside passage, which
Oh, right.
means you have
That's-
land on both sides.
Oh, that's a
And
good
there have
point.
been times, Erin, when I'm in Alaska and I have to look out the window to know we are even moving. That's a great first cruise
Right.
if you have any concerns on motion sickness.
All right, great prices
I
too.
didn't even
It
think
is.
of that. Yeah.
Oh, so I don't want to forget this. On your website, there is
Yeah.
a button, a special button to get the email.
Oh, the hot travel deal update
Right.
you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Yeah, every week we send out a one-page hot travel deal update. Erin, it's a summary of the best travel deals and discounts available. Some of them are time sensitive.
So you can pounce on them right away.
You
You
can
can be like the
pounce on
first
them.
in.
Go to columbusvacations.com, columbusvacations.com, and then just click on the hot travel deal update, and you will be the travel guru yourself. columbusvacations.com, columbusvacations.com.
Okay, so coming up after the break,
Yeah.
we're going to be talking about drones.
Oh, drones and sharks.
Great whites, to be precise.
Coming up next.
Hungry ones.
We're brought to you this morning by Executive Transportation. Elegant service, professional style. Go to executiveutah.com. And All Utah Plumbing. Your home deserves the best. 24-hour emergency service at allutahplumbing.com. And by Columbus Travel, the best travel deals on the planet. Be sure to take advantage of our April sale. columbusvacations.com. Did you know you can catch the Todd and Erin Morning Stream any time of the day or night on Facebook, YouTube, and SoundCloud, and GephardtDaily.com.
All right, I would like to see, please, a picture of a drone. If
All
only
right.
I could have a picture of a drone. There.
Look, it's a drone. It's
And
over the ocean,
where
being
is-
drone-esque.
Where is the, like you said?
This is actually off the coast of Perth in Australia.
Ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Drones and ocean.
Yes.
Can I have the picture of the people the drone's going to be taking pictures of?
Yeah, that would be a great white.
So here's what they're doing. They've lost several people with great white shark attacks.
Well, the problem with Australia is they have the Great Barrier Reef, but they also have all of this ocean front in front of Sydney, where it's a huge feeding ground. It's very, very good for sharks, unfortunately. And they're not really just happy with the fish. A lot of times they're also going after the humans. And they have shark nets that essentially do nothing other than, floss their teeth as they're passing through them.
Excuse me, if you say, well, we put up a net to keep sharks out, I'm not going in
Like
the
a
water.
great white, yeah.
It's just...
So, I mean, they're at the point they're like, well, crap, something has to happen because we've lost 8 people in 2 years. That's a lot for a shark.
You know, the net basically keeps all your bits in one area.
And which is handier.
Doesn't actually float.
Yeah.
So
you kind of catch everything
So
up.
the drones step in. Now, what they want to do is...
How is this going to work?
Well, because helicopters are too expensive.
Yeah.
Planes are too expensive. And so they thought, well, why not use drones to fly overhead and give people a heads up, and they, Sector 4, we got a shark.
That's brilliant.
And then they can get people out of the water, because the big thing about, let's go kill them all.
Yeah, you can't do that. That's part of the ecosystem.
But there's always...
Anywhere in their home.
There's always that video of a guy or several people on a beach saving a great white and putting it back into the ocean because it had grounded itself.
Mm-hmm.
And there's got to be just a little bit of...
We really want to do this? Really?
I swim here all the time. So...
I love the drone idea, though. It's
So
amazing how many things they've got. And, now here on the Todd and Erin Morning Stream, we have our own drone. I understand that you're going to be starting to do a few tricks with that. Our
yes.
drone.
I would like to say one more thing about the drone.
Yes.
Is the fact that a drone can't really do anything. It kind of notifies you that there's a shark in the area. Have you ever seen surveillance cameras? I've seen this twice, of someone stealing my car. And we go back and we look at it, and basically it goes something like this. Yeah, right there, he's stealing your car.
So what are you thinking, that people are going to look at it and go, it could be a porpoise, why warn anybody? What?
No,
What's your fear?
I don't think they're going to be able to do anything fast enough that a shark swims faster, and this is just going to become really good footage for the Discovery Channel's Shark Week.
You're a horrible person.
Maybe I am. Prove it.
No, you're a horrible human being.
have
That's
a-
insensitive.
I have a list here.
Yes.
A list of movies. And the question went out, what movie have you watched more than 5 times?
Oh, yeah.
But this is like the Oscars for me.
Star
Would you
Wars.
go ahead? No,
watched the
ju-
original Star Wars 36 times in the theater. In the
They're
theater.
going to say in the nude. Go ahead, read the list
All
for
right, top
everybody.
25 was Her.
Have you ever seen that?
No.
Me either.
La La Land, I believe that. That's so charming. Back to the Future.
Yeah,
Totally.
I've done that.
The Thing is a repeat. The Thing traumatized me for life.
The Thing's
That's
awesome.
when they're trapped in Antarctica, and then Carpenter has the thing going, and all the things come out, and it basically turns into their bodies, and then more things come out.
Spoiler alert. Hello.
Carol. Carol?
Nothing.
Inception, yeah, I can totally see that. Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back.
Now you can tell them how
Jaws,
many times. How many
Alien.
times? Explain.
And It's a Wonderful Life.
Why did you see Star Wars so many times?
It captivated me. It was the most incredible thing I'd ever seen.
You didn't spend the money to see it.
I was so ridiculously young, but it was just
Where did you work?
so cool. Oh, that was way before I worked at Trolley.
Oh.
I worked at Trolley Square, and for those who remember back then, they had movie theaters where you wore adorable little Keystone Cop outfits and the hat, which was a nightmare to put on after you sprayed butter all over everything. And it's coming.
Yeah. You're the
What's
one
wrong
with
with you?
Filthy mind today.
What? You're the
Gosh.
freak? What are you talking about?
Whatever.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so.
So what have you seen more than 5 times? Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Right.
And it's weird because you're the one who actually likes the sort of like Merchant Ivory films written where there's plot line and character
Chef.
development.
No one knows what it is, but it's Chef. It was an independent film, but it was great, and it was led by, what's his name who does all the
Oh,
producing?
Jon Favreau. Yeah, it was incredibly cool.
Galaxy Quest is a calming movie for me.
Oh, it was
Isn't it?
so good. Do you guys remember this? Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver, and then, of course, the beautiful Alan Rickman. Remember this one? It's like they played the show, the cheesy show, like the Star Trek in the 60s, but then there's actually a race of aliens who got to watch it because it was beamed out into space, and they went, oh, that's for real. And they
All right,
started,
so-
like, modeling everything after it. It was so cute.
We put it online. Here we go. Gladiator, Bridesmaids, and Hangover. Who is that person? Here's another one.
Pulp
Wayne's
Fiction.
World, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
That's one of those comfort movies, though. Dude.
It is?
Yeah, exactly. Star Wars: A New Hope. I can
Right.
see where they'd want to do that again. Pride and Prejudice and My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Pride and Prejudice. I've seen every incarnation with my sisters at least 20 times each.
And you know what's cool about it
Mr. Darcy.
is the impact that movies have on us. And just go ahead, read one title.
The Princess Bride.
All right, stop right there. The Princess Bride.
As
And
you
suddenly
wish.
everyone has all these memories of the movie.
The
and
Dread Pirate Roberts. As You Wish. As You Wish was always the best. Have fun storming the castle.
Goodbye.
No, remember how beautiful that was?
All
Dumb
right.
and Dumber. That's, yeah.
It's dumber. All right, so
Remember the laxative scene?
she went to college.
I know. I have the cultural sensibilities of a 14-year-old boy. I'm so sorry. Oh, yeah, and Austin Powers, the first one. The bath.
Where he pees.
We've watched that like 20 times, and it still makes me laugh.
All you need to do, if you're out there and you want to make a movie that makes Erin laugh like this, is have a laxative scene, someone gets kicked in the goodies, and there's an issue with number 1.
Oh, Shawshank Redemption. That would be one I would watch over and over again. Because, no, it is such a powerful movie. And
We're just trying to get off the subject of...
pretend that I have some taste,
All
some
right.
cultural sensibility.
All
I
right.
know, I
I
don't.
saw this over the weekend, and it's the former president, Obama, and he's on, is it David Geffen?
David Geffen's yacht. Yeah, remember David Geffen's the massive
Yeah.
music producer. Also went into movies. He's ridiculously wealthy.
I don't think the word yacht is descriptive enough for this thing.
Its own floating island. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
right? And so basically, someone got a picture,
That's
and it
really
looked like it was
nice.
like 4 miles away.
Mhm.
And it was a picture of right on top of the deck, and it was Obama, taking a picture of his wife, who was across the deck.
Michelle is insanely hot. I can totally see
it
that.
was just so cool. And then I started reading the story, and they were on the ship with Tom Hanks,
Mhm.
Oprah, Bono,
Okay.
Bruce Springsteen. How random is that?
All the beautiful people are squooshed together
Well,
in
no.
one tidy package.
No, not all, but Tom Hanks, Bruce Springsteen, Oprah, Tom Hanks, maybe I can understand.
Well, they're all big social activists, though.
Well,
so
right.
they probably were all talking about maybe some upcoming like global charity project or something
on
like
a
that.
yacht. It was like someone spun the celebrity wheel of challenge.
You know, I would be happy to be
Right?
one of the porters that was on board, like cleaning toilets. I'm serious.
Right?
Just to be sitting there going, that's Bono over there.
We're not qualified.
President's taking pictures of his wife because she's got these mad arms. And they're
We're not
Yeah.
qualified to clean their toilets, by the
probably
way.
not at this point. Let's be honest.
I have a
That is so
challenge.
cool.
I have a challenge for everyone. I could not stop laughing this weekend, and I have no explanation why. But what we're going to do now is give you a challenge. This one comes from Japan, and At first I thought it was just a guy thing, but then the comments on Facebook went crazy, and the women were in on this too. Now, this thing's like 5 minutes long, and the challenge is, can you not keep watching it because it is that awesome? Let me set it up for you.
We could not stop.
It's from Japan.
I think we actually refreshed it and watched it 3 more times, didn't we?
It's awesome.
Kids are going, I'm hungry. We're like, shh.
You got a ski jump, and you got tires. Watch this. And by the way, we'll see you tomorrow morning. It's the Todd and Erin Morning stream on GetPartDaily.com.
飛んだ助走スピードは時速97キロ。さあ飛距離はどのぐらいでしょうか。
結構ちゃんと飛んだね。
軽自動車のタイヤどれだけ距離を伸ばしたんでありましょうか。飛距離が出ます。29メートル。軽自動車のタイヤ飛距離は29メートルです。続いて飛ぶのは重さ 10.2 キロ直径 60.5 センチ値段2万トンで700円のセダンのタイヤです。はい、
セダンのタイヤ行きます。アムロ行きますみたいな。
さあセダンスタート。
まっすぐ行くんだね。
いった。セダンのタイヤ助走スピード126キロ。
お危ないよ危ないよ。
さあ飛距離が出ます。軽自動車を抜きました。飛距離は30メートル。軽自動車のタイヤを抜きトップ30メートルです。さあそして重量11キロ直径 62.5 センチ値段8万4000円スポーツカーのタイヤであります。
これイメージだとピューンっていくのかな。やっぱりスポーツカーのタイヤ行きます。軽そうなんだ、
スポーツカーのタイヤスタート。助走は131キロ。
これは止めれんじゃない。おーっとこれ無理。
飛距離31メートル。セダンのタイヤを抜いてスポーツカートップの31メートル。さあそして重量48キロ直径83センチ値段21万円の10トントラックのタイヤの登場です。
これ行くんじゃないこれ。
10トントラックのタイヤ行きます。
さあ10トントラックのタイヤスタート。
お早い。
助走は137キロ。
おっと
これは伸びる。
高い。
伸びた。
すごいよ。
飛距離はこれは大きく距離を伸ばした。
おすごい。
距離44メートル。
おいったね。
ここで10トントラックのタイヤ他のタイヤを大きく引き離しトップに立ちました。さあそして重さ 11.5 キロ直径56センチ値段およそ100万円の F1 のタイヤが飛びます。
F1 のタイヤ行きます。俺行きます。
F1 のタイヤスタート。助走101キロ。飛距離21メートル。F1 のタイヤ伸びず。トップは変わらず10トントラックのタイヤ44メートル。さあ最後に飛ぶのは重量220キロ直径170センチ値段38万円の重機のタイヤです。
重機のタイヤ行きます。はい離します。せーの。はい。お前
いった。
せーの。はい。
いった。 かかる。さあ結果が出ます。重機のタイヤ飛距離40メートル。最終結果はご覧の通りです。